Today's May the 16th, and we're going to plant green through our cover crop trial. Not exactly sure how this is going to go. I did some planting yesterday through a volunteer wheat cover crop after last year's soybeans, and it was pretty thick in some places, did okay. So I don't necessarily think I'm getting the row closed quite as nicely as I'd like to. But the seed's down to the right depth, and we've got soil over top of it, so I think we're going to be okay. Each trial here, each strip is going to maybe present some different challenges or benefits in planting here. Where we don't have a lot of cover, certainly we'll plant nicer. But I think at the end of the day, we can sacrifice maybe a little bit on row closing and still have successful emergence and even emergence. Each strip, there's the couple with the heavier biomass to plant through. Probably have to make some changes to the depth adjustment on the gauge wheels to accomplish our 2-inch seeding depth, and we'll get off and check that. It'll take a little extra time, but it'll be worth it. And then after it's planted, then the custom sprayer will be in to do a burn down. We're applying 80 units of nitrogen with our chemicals. What I'm checking here is my planting depth. There he is, and we're right at that 2-inch mark, so that's perfect. So the row closure isn't as good as I'd like to see it, but we're going to see what happens. And it's plenty moist under here, but we're not getting any sidewall smearing, so that's good. Yep, there he is. And we were in about 2 inches. Yep, that's right where we want it. So, I don't know. We're going to see what happens. Check a couple of these other ones. There again, not the prettiest row closure. But look at that sidewall just flake apart there with all that root structure. Actually, the moisture is down in this trench is beautiful. There we go. Yep, we're right in there at that 2-inch mark, or just close to it. So, see what happens. And this planter's not setting anything up. It's not really, I don't run row cleaners. Running a frame mounted no-tilt holder, Schlegel closing wheels, which have worked very well for me over the last 9 or 10 years. I've run Schlegels. We run an in-furrow about 5 gallons to the acre. There's nothing really special about this planter. It does a really nice job for me, and we'll see what it does here in this. So far so good. We're going to come back here. We'll give you another look at this later on in the season. And, we're going to show you the good, bad, and the ugly. Maybe there's going to be a whole lot of ugly. We just don't know. We hope not. But we'll be following up with this. And the way this is from the last video, we were going to plant across these strips, these 7 different strips. And kind of change that up because I think in the heavier biomass out there, I'm going to have to adjust my depth gauge to compensate for the extra biomass, making the planter want to ride up, so I can make sure I can attain that 2-inch depth. So we're going to plant with the strips, and then we should get, if this thing all comes to fruition at the end, the idea is we're going to use a weight wagon, and we'll get, this is all the same variety, 112-day corn going in here, and we'll get yield We'll get yield data out of each strip and use a weight wagon. That's the plan. Other than that, everything else will be the same. And we'll see what happens.